What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Episode 9. Back here again with the lovely Rich Craich.
Hello, hello. How are you?
I know you guys all missed him, so fine, he's back.
It's been a while, yeah. I don't know if they missed me. They really like Tracy over there, I'll tell you. I don't know about the general population, but the Voices of Wrestling Discord loves Tracy way more than me.
Well, they hear you enough already.
Yeah, they hear. Well, I think they just like Tracy. So if you can get her to start watching wrestling, I think.
She might have some.
Can we do that?
No.
I feel like she'd watch it.
No.
Okay, all right.
Hard pass. I can't speak for her, but I will hard pass for her.
Okay. Well, what is she? Maybe she doesn't know.
I think she knows.
All right, fine. I tried.
So you also mentioned that somebody said that my intro music sounds like an influencer going on a trip to Portland.
Yes.
So whoever said that, thank you.
It's good. Yeah, it's a good. I forget who said it exactly, so apologies. But yeah, someone said this intro music sounds like an Instagram influencer, like advertising a trip they took to Oregon or whatever. Yeah. And it worked. It does. We listen to it and it works. So, as somebody who did a douchey Instagram influencer worthy vacation to Portland/Oregon.
I mean,
checked out.
Was it a influencer trip to Oregon?
I don't know.
I went climbing in Smith Rock.
Yeah, well, but no. I mean, we just.
So if you want to hear about, now this episode's going to be about my trip to Oregon. So first we landed. We got straight in our rental car by Hyundai. Thanks, Hyundai, for sponsoring. Yeah. We went straight to Smith Rock. If anybody like La Sportiva wants to sponsor me for my climbing, that'd be sick. Yeah. But seriously, La Sportiva, I buy so many of your shoes.
Real quickly, before we get into the actual Am I the Assholes, there is nothing douchier than influencers who are sponsored by rental car companies.
Fuck you.
What? We saw people.
Are you the asshole? Yes.
We saw people in Norway, in like the most beautiful part of Norway, stopping their car every 10 minutes to get like a good video of the Enterprise logo or the budget rental, whatever, insert whatever rental car company.
I feel like it was I feel like it might have been Enterprise.
The amount of time that these people were taking to make sure that the brand got a good video out of this is wild. And I'm like
looking behind them. There's these gorgeous mountains, this beautiful landscape, fucking like little lammies.
We never found those people. We always try to find these people. That's part of the trip, is we try to find them. We never found those people.
We never did. We didn't have good reception.
I didn't care enough. I mean, honestly, I didn't care enough. But not like our Alaska girl. We found her quickly.
That was easy.
She wasn't hard to find.
We saw this girl filming everything she did up in Fairbanks, Alaska.
No, she wasn't filming it. Her friend was filming everything that she did, which is even more weird.
And she's like she's like wandering around Fairbanks, Alaska, which is like a little rural.
Yeah.
Like in fucking heels and like these fancy ass outfits. Her outfit changed like 6 times that day.
Yes, we saw it change 6 times that day, yeah. Because we kept seeing her. We kept being in somewhat similar spots to her.
And I was like, that girl looks like, it is her, just with different outfit on.
Yeah. So, anyway.
But
if Enterprise, budget, La Sportiva, please, get at us.
Get at us.
Especially the Am I the Asshole podcast.
Yes.
We're full at Voice of Wrestling. We can't possibly take on any more sponsors.
Okay.
That's not true at all.
Rich.
We're open for business, all of you. But Am I needs...
Yeah, so...
AG1, get at her. She drinks it every morning anyway.
Get at me. I drink it already.
She's going to call it Athletic Greens 100 times because she's remembered when they were called Athletic Greens.
I'm an OG influenced person. I started out with Athletic Greens, so... Yeah. I spend a lot of money on climbing shoes, so La Sportiva should get at me for sure.
Yep.
Or Black Diamond. I don't care.
You're not brand loyal.
I'm brand loyal when it comes to my shoes, but
what if a check comes? If a check comes and some free shoes come, you're terrible at this. They're not. So now you've
I wear
you've
a Black Diamond harness, so
you've whittled it down to one climbing shoe company,
yes,
and one harness company that can sponsor you.
Correct.
Okay, yes, you can't do it. You got.
So while I want the sponsorship, I'm very particular about things that I
here's what you can do, and this is wild. I understand this. You can get the free stuff from them and pretend like you like their products, and then you don't actually.
No, that's lying.
No, it's not lying.
Yes, you can't do that. See, this is why I can't be an influencer, because I would influence no one. I'd be like, well,
I don't really love these.
But
I mean, I'm putting them on, and I don't love them. They're not great.
I'm never going to climb in these.
Yeah. Anyway, that's not why you called.
Anyway, so Are you ready for an Am I the Asshole?
I am ready. It's been a while since you invited me on, so I got a lot of takes ready to go.
So first we read the title. We do a quick judgment, snap judgment on that. Go on to read the rest of it, and then go from there.
Sounds good.
Cool. All right. So we're going to start off with birthday dinners.
Birthday dinners.
Tends to be a very common
A lot
theme.
of birthday dinners,
A lot of birthdays.
Yeah, it seems like
a lot of weddings, a lot of birthday dinners.
Well, those are things that other people sometimes pay for, so I think that always leads into some weird stuff. And people are very personal about their birthday dinners and who comes and who doesn't come and all that sort of stuff. So,
well,
what do we got here?
All right. Would I be the asshole if I rescinded my offer to pay for my friend's birthday dinner after they picked somewhere I can't eat?
Okay.
So, off the bat.
Off the bat. First judgment is probably not. I wouldn't call you an asshole if you decided I can't eat there, so I'm going to rescind my offer. But I would like to know a little bit more about why you can't eat there. Is it strictly a diet thing? Is it a vegetarian thing?
Right.
Is it I don't like that company, or like I don't like that restaurant thing, or whatever? Like, I want to know exactly why he can't, because that could change. If it's just like, oh, I don't like that place, then no, you said you were going to do it, and then this guy chose that, and you're like, well, I don't like that place, so I'm not going there. If it's like, hi, I can't eat that style of food, I'm allergic to it, or I'm a vegetarian or whatever, that changes it all a little bit, I would say.
All right. So my friend Luke is turning 40, and I offered to pay him and a group of our friends to have dinner anywhere Luke wanted. Luke knows I've been vegan since my 20s, and it's never been an issue before. When I asked where he made reservations, he said a local barbecue place that is famous here for having a menu that mocks people who don't eat meat. Like, literally has a section that says, vegetarian options, don't let the door hit you on your way out. I asked what he expected me to eat. He got all huffy and said, well, it's his birthday dinner, so it shouldn't matter.
It's 40 How old was this man again?
40.
40, okay. All right, just want to make sure.
I should eat before getting there and just order drinks while everyone else eats dinner and still enjoys everyone's company, etc. This sounds miserable to me. I had zero expectations of Luke picking somewhere vegan friendly. Hell, I expected him to pick a steakhouse, and I would have been fine with salad and some sides. I didn't expect him to choose somewhere that prides themselves on meat being in every single dish on the menu.
This place is 100% in Texas, right?
Oh, yeah. Somewhere that's south
like, no.
of the Mason-Dixon version.
Yeah, definitely south of the Mason-Dixon line. I'm guessing. They're like, get your liberal-ass vegetarian soy boy ass out of here. We're making barbecue here.
Correct.
Right, yeah. I love that, like, we're not even going to give you anything. We're not even going to humor you with cornbread and...
Or, like, mashed potatoes.
Yeah, like, because there's so many barbecue things you could have. Like, a barbecue place isn't a bad place for a vegetarian. Now, like...
She's vegan, though. So you can't eat mac and cheese.
You know what? Her problem is being vegan. You know what? You're an asshole for being vegan. That's what I'm going to say.
Well, no, she said even if they went to a steakhouse, usually she can find sides or whatever. Which I agree with. I think
she's annoying.
Most menus you can find something. But this place literally is like, fuck off.
The fact that it's like, fuck off.
Like, it's like their shtick to be like, we don't have anything vegetarian.
And you probably should know that. Like, you should know that one of your friends has that. Like, it'd be like if you had the amount of friends.
I'm not done reading.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Tracy doesn't jump in like this. Actually, she does. All right. I want to tell him never mind and buy him a traditional birthday gift, but I feel like a massive asshole for taking back my offer. I don't know what to do, to be honest. Edit. This is for a group of 9, so I'm also feeling a little miffed about spending $300 plus on a meal I can't eat. Edit 2, the exact text that I sent said this. Hey, I want to take you and the friend fam out for a dinner for your birthday. Make reservations somewhere and let me know.
Okay.
All right, so now go ahead.
Okay, now I can talk. I'm allowed to talk?
Yes.
Your guest is allowed to
Permission.
talk now? Okay. It's an interesting one. I think it's going to be tough to like be like, hey, I don't want to pay anymore. But I feel like in this situation, she probably has to. Especially since it seems like this guy picked a place. He should know that her friend, or that she's vegan or whatever, that his friend is
They've
vegan.
Been friends for a long enough time.
It's like bringing,
she's been vegan since her 20s.
Right, that's a long time. So it's over 20 years or whatever. Now, there was times where I had friends that were like vegetarians and then I forgot. And this is like when they were first newly vegetarians. And I would take them to a place and I'd be like, oh, shit, I'm sorry. And they would usually be like, oh, no, it's all right or whatever. But like if I knew somebody for 20 years and I was still making that same mistake, I'm an asshole.
Right.
Also, if I had a bunch of different friends of various different cultures or whatever and just said, I don't fucking care, I'm going here or whatever, and there's nothing for my Hindu friends to eat or whatever. There's nothing for my Muslim friends to eat. Like, I would be more mindful of, like, my friend group or whatever.
Right.
Like, you should a little bit of care about your friend group, especially the person that's paying for it or offering to pay for it.
I
would say, what I would do is, if I was Luke, I would say, well, hey, I know that you're... She's saying, like, I'll pick anywhere, but I would be weirded out by that. I
guess I would be like, well, I want to go here. Is that something that, like, you could, like, work with?
Yeah, or check the menu. I know you're vegan. Check the menu and see if there's anything you can eat here. But it seems like this guy, again, like you said...
He's like, it's my birthday, so...
It's my birthday, too damn bad. And it wasn't like he was like, oh, shit, I'm sorry, and then cancel the reservation. He's also making it seem like you cannot cancel reservations. Once a reservation is made at insert local barbecue establishment, you can't. It's over.
Yeah.
He's like, well... Tough shit. I'm going there to this barbecue place.
And it's my birthday.
Also,
it's not her paying for dinner for, like, him and one other person.
Yeah, 9 people is a lot.
9 people's a lot of money. Now, the one thing that I'm going to give him credit for, maybe he picked this place. Because I would think, so if somebody offered to pay for a dinner for all my friends, I think, like, I would be thinking a lot of cost. Yeah. So I could see an barbecue place being like, oh, that's more inexpensive but still good
than the steakhouse or whatever.
I feel like maybe when he picked it, maybe that's what he was thinking, like, oh, that's good food, it's also like relatively affordable, so if she's paying for 9 people, like, that'll be better.
Yeah,
because I'm not saying I still think he's an asshole, but like maybe that line of reasoning is where he started.
Yeah,
and then having her be like, but it sounds like she did bring it up, and she was like, yo, it's not like...
Yeah, you know this place is like, ha, 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 fuck you vegans. And like,
he's like, well, that's where I want to go.
Well, again, like, this man is turning 40, and he said, well, it doesn't matter, it's my birthday. Like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude.
Also, you're not paying for it, so does it really matter?
That's where you would be like, oh, shit, you're right. You know what? Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, here, we'll find another place. Like,
I'll go there with my girlfriend or my other friends.
Luke doesn't seem like
Luke doesn't have a girlfriend.
Never was Luke's girlfriend mentioned in any of this. Just for the record.
FYI.
Yeah. just for the record. But no, he's definitely an asshole. I mean, I think she's well in her right to consider him an asshole, and I do get where the lines got a little crossed here. The problem is him not relenting on it and him refusing to say, oh, shit, I'm sorry.
Because I could see it at first being like, no, he's not an asshole.
Or even if he didn't quite notice and he was just like, oh, cool, this place looks good. And then thinking, oh, right, duh, you're a vegan. I'm sorry. That's not going to be good for you. And then she goes,
hey, I'm vegan. And he goes, oh, duh. Do you know any places? And I get what she's saying. She's not anticipating him being like, we're going to this vegan restaurant.
Right. Yeah.
Like, that would be douchey to be like, well... You picked, like, a non-vegan restaurant?
Right.
Like, that would be shitty,
She said she's, like, at a steakhouse, she'll eat salad and stuff like that,
So it looked like she was willing to compromise.
Or just another barbecue place. Not a barbecue place. It's like, vegetarians, get your ass out of my establishment.
Because I do think that there are barbecue places that...
Like I said, they're...
probably have stuff on the menu.
Oh, for sure.
So...
Vegan a little tougher.
Yeah.
Vegan barbecue would probably be a little tougher, but...
Yeah, because like I said, I feel like if I was a vegetarian, like, I would eat... I was a vegetarian, and I feel like you could get away with, like, the mashed potatoes, the mac and cheese. Although a lot of times, like, I wasn't a super, super strict vegetarian.
Yeah, they're probably cooking that shit.
And I did not ask if it was cooked in, like, bacon grease and, like, all that shit.
It is a barbecue place. Maybe no barbecue place.
Maybe no barbecue. I mean, like, I was kind of like if I don't know, it's not going to hurt me.
Right. And also, I still like steak. And if you're getting a good steak, can I still have some pieces of it?
Okay, vegetarian? Calm down.
It's okay.
I tried my best.
You were mostly vegetarian, just not really good steaks. And sometimes hot dogs.
Well, you know what? You need like 1 hot dog a year. Okay?
I agree.
God. Anyway, we decided so Luke's the asshole. So this girl, not the asshole.
Yeah, I don't think she is. No, right. I don't think she is.
Overwhelmingly Reddit said not the asshole.
Okay.
Or would not be the asshole. Yeah, it's just like, I think also a lot of people... like, are pretty reasonable. I feel like if you know that you're vegan or vegetarian, you know that you're in the minority, and you know, like, the tips and tricks at all the restaurants to kind of get around stuff and to be able to kind of manage it.
Right. Just not a place that says, what was their vegetarian options don't let the door hit you on your way out.
Correct.
So it's like...
There's no option. There's no workaround there.
No, yeah. That guy's going to make sure that the mac and cheese is cooked in bacon grease. Right. And everything is just, that's a tough one. That's a tough one for sure.
All right. Now you ready to move away from birthday parties and go to the grocery store?
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, not the grocery store, but, you know, maybe like...
Neighborhood politics?
Neighborhood politics, yeah.
Always, man. That's... You could do a whole show on neighborhood politics.
Or just like the next door feed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's... If you're busy with this podcast, man, if somebody's got...
on Nextdoor.
Just peruse Nextdoor.
Yeah.
On
It would also be interesting because I feel like so if you don't know what Nextdoor is, it's basically kind of like a Reddit. It's like a message board, but it gets split up into like townships basically.
Right.
So like the one that Rich and I are in is even different than the one my parents are in, even though they live like 2 towns over. Mm-hmm. So it's split into like pretty small sections.
Very small. But every section is exactly the same.
But every section has the same dynamics. Right. There's always the one neighbor like who...
Mary A was ours.
Mary A on ours, just bitching about something every day, something new.
Sun's too bright, clouds too
her
dark.
Kid can't fill their Adderall prescription. I was like, there's like a nationwide shortage, just not just your kid.
Well, I think at the one point she was like, "Oh, I tried to fill my Adderall like."
It was the kid's Adderall.
The kid's Adderall, and like I think she was like, they want me to go to like the doctor.
She was
and that's
mad
ridiculous.
That she needed like a doctor's appointment. I was like, it's a controlled substance, bitch.
Mary, you can't just walk into Walgreens and be like, 1 Adderall, please. 1 bottle of Adderall, please. It's not like decongested
while it's on national shortage.
Yeah,
you like dumb bitch.
Claritin D. It's a little heavier than that. I mean,
they even keep that shit locked up.
No, I know, but you have to at least you ask for that, and then they go, okay, but like you don't just go to the pharmacist and say 1 Adderall, please, and
then she was bitching. They're always upset about all the restaurants that are going out of business. Right. Oh my god.
Our McDonald's by us closed, and you would have thought
the world ended.
We're in a food desert around here.
People are like, live in a food desert.
We've lost another restaurant. It's McDonald's.
Somebody said there's no good places to eat around here because the Noodles and Company and the McDonald's and the Houlihan's all closed.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? I haven't been to any of those.
Also, in the same time that those 3 have closed, we've probably opened about 11 new restaurants in this town.
For sure.
So,
anyway.
Yeah. Nextdoor, fantastic.
Nextdoor, well, only if you want to
free
torture
podcast
yourself.
Idea. Yeah. Also, pretty racist. Almost all of it.
A lot of racism. You gotta watch out.
Some thinly veiled, some very
blatant.
But always...
It's always there.
There's always an undercurrent.
It's like a just like salt in the American diet. Yeah. Always there.
And you're guaranteed that no matter what's being said on there is absolutely not the truth all the time.
If there's a new store opening and somebody tells you it is going to be X, Y, or Z,
wrong.
It will never be X,
wrong.
Y, or Z. Ever. They'll tell you that they know the manager to the building manager or some shit.
And it's always wrong.
Still wrong. Yeah, definitely wrong.
Every time.
If they name their source, 100% wrong.
Yeah.
No, never wrong.
Always right. Yeah. There was during the pandemic, these people were saying because like a store would be closed for a day or whatever because like. You know, the manager had COVID or staffing or whatever. And they're like, I heard 5 Guys close. And everyone's like, no. And then like...
There's nowhere good to eat
I went there. And they said that's closed forever. The sign on the door says... And then like the manager from 5 Guys would have to be like, I'm the manager.
I'm the manager. I got COVID. I'm coming back. Right. I couldn't open the store. I'm the only one with keys.
It's so amazing how on a daily basis it would be that. But it's...
And then it would just start...
It's a car crash. You can't look
wildfire of gossip.
Yes.
Everyone on there was like, oh my God, 5 Guys. Oh my God. Yeah. I wonder if all the franchises are closing.
Right. And then nobody listening to the manager who's like, it's fine. We'll be open tomorrow.
Fine. I'll be there tomorrow. Oh my God.
Like, I've heard they're having financial trouble. It's like, what do you know? Shut up.
Every time I go in there, it seems really busy, but who knows in this economy? And it's like, what?
Right. And then we get like a Joe Biden complaint.
And then Joe Biden enters the chat.
And then it's something about Chicago being a hellscape. And that's where
racism comes in.
And then now Chicago, you get killed in Chicago, and that's why this suburban 5 Guys is closing. And then,
correct.
And you might be asking, why would you 2 normal human beings be on Nextdoor? Because it is addictingly It's car crash addiction. We don't watch Bravo shows except for Southern Charm. This is our Bravo show.
No, I deleted the app. I couldn't torture myself anymore.
I have since. Well, we did it for a while.
We did it for a minute.
We had a next door addiction for a little bit.
It's the same.
Yeah, we had a next door addiction for a little while.
But yeah, so anyway, moral of the story is Rich and I are on the pulse of neighborhood politics.
Oh yeah. I'm still in some Facebook groups too that help stoke the flames. Not quite as bad as next door, but there's some good.
You got to stay in. You got to know what's going on.
I also got sick of. I kept trying to give stuff away for free on Nextdoor because we'd like get rid of a couch or something, and I tried to give it away for free, and then I would get this barrage of people asking me questions about it. I'm like, it's a fucking free couch. Do you want the free couch or not? They're like, is it genuine leather? Like, what shape are like the legs in? I'm like, come and pick it up or don't pick it up. Like,
also, like,
I'm not gonna measure this thing for you. Like, come and get it.
I get it if they're like, oh, is it a smoke-free home or something like that? Because that's like,
right. I'm
allergic to pets. I can't.
Is it genuine leather? Is it this? How are the cushions? Is it in good shape?
Is it fucking comfortable?
Yeah, how comfortable is it? What are the dimensions? How deep are the pads? And I'm like, oh my God, it's free.
How deep are the pads?
You live like 4 minutes from me. Just drive past. It's on the curb. Look at it. If you want it,
goodbye.
Take it. Yeah, if you don't, I'm not answering all your questions. So.
All right.
Anyway, let's do this.
You're so mad about that couch. You've been mad about that couch for 3 years.
Also, what I've done now is I still have listings up there. So I get messages all the time about these.
What?
I've never deleted the listings because now I find it funny.
But that listing is 3 years old.
Hmm?
Okay.
It's not for the couch. It's for something else. And
what's it for?
I don't even remember. It's been thrown away for so long, but I get messages every time. Is this still available?
No, Mary.
Mary, it's been 3.5 years.
All right. Am I the asshole for throwing out my neighbor's groceries?
Probably, yeah. Yeah, probably, right?
Yeah. All right.
Is there like, did you walk up and a raccoon was actively eating their... Did they get like an Instacart and a raccoon's eating it, and you like walked over and said... Even then, I feel like you just gotta say, "Hey, a raccoon." Yeah, as I'm doing it in my head.
You let the raccoon take care of it.
You let the raccoon take care of it. You snap maybe a pic and say, "Hey, a raccoon's eating your Instacart."
FYI, I found this.
Right.
All right. I lived next door to this young couple for a few years. I never really spoke to them. 2 weeks ago,
This isn't us, by the record. This isn't our neighbors talking about us, right?
Correct.
That we know of.
That we know of.
Okay.
2 weeks ago, well, we don't get groceries delivered.
We don't get grocery delivery, right.
2 weeks ago, I saw they had gotten a pod container and they were moving stuff into it. I assumed they were moving. I didn't ask because I wasn't sure if the circumstances were good or bad. It looked like they moved out on Friday. I could see through their window that it was 90% empty. That same day, some groceries were dropped off at their door. I thought maybe they didn't move out. Then came the weekend, and then Monday and today. The groceries were still there. I peeked into the bags, and it was mostly perishables like produce, etc. I threw them away this morning because I got concerned about vermin getting at it. I live next door to them. Later that day, their former landlord asked me about their groceries. They had a food subscription that came late, which was dropped off after they relocated 400 miles away. The food service was going to reimburse them, but the groceries weren't there when they came by. The food service was going to pick it up and toss it. I said I threw it out this morning, and I think the trash was already picked up. I explained my reasons. Well, now this couple wants me to pay them $50 for the groceries that they are being charged for. I said no way. Am I the asshole for throwing away the groceries?
Nah, I don't think he is.
Really?
I don't think he is, nah.
Okay.
I don't think he is.
Why?
I don't think he is, because I think the groceries are going to stay out there.
What are you imagining in your brain this living situation is?
The couple?
Like, what type of housing is this?
I feel like we're looking at like a townhome type of situation or something like that. Like very close.
Like an apartment.
Like an apartment or townhome or something like that. Because like if our neighbors got grocery delivery and I saw it out there, I'd be like, whatever if a raccoon eats it. But this guy clearly I think is a little bit more concerned about the raccoon situation.
Like it seems like it's like right next to his doorstep, right?
Like, I think so. To know that that's out there, to be kind of, well, I don't know. We have neighbors.
Spoiler alert.
What?
It is a regular house.
Oh.
Okay, I went through the comments on this because I thought the same thing. In my brain, when I was imagining the story, I was thinking,
I'm thinking about
an apartment complex.
Yeah, right.
So in an apartment complex, fuck that. I'm throwing that shit out.
Right, or like the townhomes that have like the doors are right next to each other, and then like the one unit's here,
where
the one
you
unit's
share
there.
A wall,
yeah.
Then yes. No. If you go into the comments of this motherfucker, it's a regular ass house.
Okay.
So does that change your grading? Because for me, it did. I was like, fuck that. You don't need to go over to somebody else's porch and fucking dig through their shit.
So what?
Also, why is he fucking creeping on these people?
He's being a little creepy. Am I a creep?
He's looking through their windows. So you thought this motherfucker was in an apartment because he knew so much about them?
Yeah.
It's a regular house. Why is he walking up to their doorstep, looking in their windows, fucking tracking all their movements? That's a lot.
It's a lot.
That's crazy.
Well, the question isn't, am I a creep? The question is, am I an asshole? And I still don't think he's an asshole.
I don't think you need to be.
I think that's a lot of days.
I
think that's a lot of days for the Groceries to still be there. The problem is that he never talked to them. Like that's where a little bit of good neighboring would have solved that.
But also, look at this. The landlord, he talked to the landlord. He could have been
now you're taking landlord sides? I didn't know you loved landlords so much.
Hate
tell
landlords.
Me more about landlords. Yeah.
But he spoke to their landlords, and he's like, I threw it out. Like, you just didn't have to make that your problem. You're making it your problem when it was never your problem. It was gonna be dealt with.
Am I bored? Yes. Am I a creep? Yes. I asshole is strong here. I don't think he's an asshole.
You don't think that he owes them $50? Because they were gonna get reimbursed.
Here, by the way, just pay him $50. $50 is not much, right?
Maybe it is for him.
It's $50.
Or for them.
Well, then he should have taken some of the groceries out of it. If it was so much for him.
Okay.
They were all perishable. He said they were all perishable. You could cut around the mold. Also, like, what services would... You know what?
But I'm also calling bullshit
I'm calling bullshit on that service, not just giving them a refund.
Yeah.
Saying, oh, well, we got to pick up the items and then we're going to give you a refund.
That seemed weird to me because we used to use... HelloFresh or one of those.
Yes.
I don't know. But they delivered something 2 days before we expected it.
Yeah.
And it sat out in summer. So by the time we came home from work, like, I think we didn't notice it or something.
No, we were gone for the weekend and they delivered it on like a Saturday.
Versus usually they were supposed to drop it on a Monday.
Right.
So they delivered it over the weekend when we weren't there. It was summer. By the time we unpacked it, all the ice packs had melted. Like, it was clearly all trashed.
Yeah.
And we called the company, and they're like, oh, so sorry. They gave us the free box and re-delivered it.
Right. They're not going to say, oh, put the spoiled meat on your curb, and we're going to come drive by and pick it up or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm a little dubious on that. That's why I feel like maybe don't take these couples' sides. I know you love landlords and this couple, but I don't know.
I'm not taking this guy their side. I'm just pointing out this guy's clear flaws.
It's a lot.
He and Luke need to go hang out and find some girlfriends because they both have too much time on their hands.
This guy sounds like an older dude. This guy sounds like a retired dude who just like keeps the lay of the land going on in the neighborhood.
Okay.
I mean, we have a neighbor that does that. You know what I mean? Like, in mostly a good way, but he'll be like, hey, there's a package on your doorstep or whatever. And I'm like, oh, thank you. You know, like does it in mostly helpful things, but I could see him. Think about our living situation. If we had groceries sitting out, clear groceries sitting out on our deck. But
he also like does that stuff because he has your number and he texts you.
Right. And that's why I said,
I think that's different because like he can be like, hey, I found this stuff on your porch. Should I bring it in? And like he will and like take our mail.
So you're right. This guy doesn't have he hasn't built that equity.
The rapport.
No, he doesn't have the rapport or the equity to just like walk up to their door and throw it away or whatever.
It's not your door.
Now he thought they were fully moved out. But
doesn't matter. Okay,
that's not your land.
He thought that they were fully moved out because he rolled up and was looking inside their fucking windows.
They got pods there. They're moving
because
out.
He's paying attention to when the pods come. He's like a fucking serial killer, bro.
Yeah, he's a little serial killer. Yeah.
Chill out,
Am I a serial
Dexter.
killer? Am I a serial killer? Am I a creep? Am I bored?
Yes.
I can't go full asshole.
I think he's kind of an asshole.
I can't go full asshole.
I think he's snooping around, made something his problem that was never his problem, and now he looks like a fucking asshole for it. Now, I'm dubious on the $50. Mm-hmm, do I think cash should be exchanged? Maybe not, because I do think any relatively decent company would have just refunded this couple with no asks or questions or whatever.
Also, they're 400 miles away. What the fuck are they going to do?
Yeah, true.
They can just say, I don't care.
Yeah. Well, there's no repercussion to that.
Okay.
All right, cool. And he said they're landlords, so he doesn't even share a landlord with them.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Renters, you know what I mean?
Well, so we're undecided on this?
I'm I can't go full asshole. Because I see where he's coming from. I absolutely see his reasoning. Is he creepy about doing it? Yes. Is he weird about doing it? Yes. Should he have made that his problem? No. But I don't... Asshole's a strong thing here. Luke's an asshole.
All right.
Isn't Luke, fuck you, my vegan friend. Thank you for paying for me and my friends, but we're going to go to this place that makes fun of you for being a vegan. Luke's an asshole. I don't know if
this is very
Bill. I'm not sure if Bill's an asshole.
This is
They don't say what his name is, but I'm going with Bill. He seems like a Bill.
Yeah, this is 50-50 on
That's
Reddit,
what I'm saying,
too.
right? It's because asshole is such a strong word. I don't think he's an asshole.
I just think he has a lot of behavior modifications that he can make
yes.
to
Should he have made this his problem? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have.
Is he a snooper?
He's a snooper.
Sure is.
He's a snooper.
He needs to stop that, because snoopers do turn into assholes.
Yes.
So
they can take it too far and become an asshole.
And he's towing the line for sure.
He's right there. Yeah.
I think his foot's over it, but you don't.
I don't think his foot's all the way over there. Yeah.
All right, fine.
I see a little of myself in Bill.
Yeah, oh my God. If you threw away somebody's groceries, that's insane behavior.
I would do that. I would talk about it and I would see it every day.
You're allowed to watch it from your window and be like, what the fuck are those groceries still doing there?
What would you do what would it be different if there was actual raccoons eating at it? And you're like, nobody lives there. There's a family of raccoons eating at it.
I would just let
You're not going to roll up to the raccoons, right?
No, what do I fucking care if the raccoons are eating? Yeah. They're eating their shit, not mine.
That's
I don't
true.
care.
I'd probably encourage it, yeah.
Yeah, go live in the abandoned house. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Who am I to disrupt the ecosystem of the raccoons? Right.
It's a circle of life. The raccoons,
nature...
Right, they eat the celery.
Let nature be nature.
Right, they eat tortilla shells and celery. And that's just the circle of life.
Yeah, exactly.
It's raccoons. Yeah, like our raccoons that open up our garbage cans.
Well, we don't have raccoons that open up our garbage cans anymore.
Oh, you killed them all. Yeah.
You poisoned them.
You poisoned them.
Somebody in this household poisoned the raccoons. We threw away a lot of Oreo balls because I accidentally left them out on the counter and did not refrigerate them. Mm-hmm. They have cream cheese in them. So obviously we had to throw all of them away. Yep. I couldn't sell them at the bake sale. There was about 40.
Yep.
And our garbage can got opened, and there was not one Oreo ball.
They ate them all.
All fucking 40 of them. Those things are so rich. If I eat one...
Right? They ate all 40.
That motherfucker's blood sugar was... 4,000.
If it wasn't the... Because I doubt it was actually... That's I take some solace in thinking that it wasn't actually the expired... Because they're raccoons. They eat... literal garbage all day. It's the fact that he died of diabetes.
Blood sugar.
Yeah, he died of
He was in a diabetic coma.
Yeah, he immediately died of diabetes. Yeah.
But I mean, not bad though for a raccoon.
That's a good way to go.
Delicious, I'm dead.
That's a great way to go. Yeah. Open up a garbage can and there's just 40 Oreo balls and you're just like, this is how I die.
This is it.
And he knows it.
Yeah, and
he's just like, gar, 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 and then he died. And we never saw him again, so...
And
our muddy footprints, the muddy footprints on our garbage can have went away.
No one has opened our garbage can in 2 years. I'm not concerned.
I kind of miss them.
We'll go put some food out at the neighbor's house.
It was a fun challenge. That'd be a great idea. Yeah. They built a wall. Should throw stuff over there.
Our Trump neighbors built a wall between our house and theirs.
A lot quicker than the Republicans. A lot quicker than They're still working on theirs. Yeah. This one was done in a weekend. This wall went up
very efficiently.
We were gone 1 weekend and this wall was up.
It happened when we were out of town.
Yeah. Delivered or not?
We don't know what we did.
Am I the asshole for building a wall that separates me and my neighbors without telling them?
I think since we spoke to them daily, yes.
Yeah, kind of.
You had opportunities to tell us. Yeah. Hey, FYI, we're putting a fucking barrier wall up. Also, it's not a normal fence. It's a fucking barrier wall.
It's a barrier wall, yeah.
It's tall.
It looks like the one in the Rio Grande.
It's 6.5 feet tall. Can you see over it?
No.
So it's above 6 feet tall.
It's definitely, I think it's 6.5 feet.
At bare minimum.
I can barely, I can.
Also, there's no slats in it. It's fucking just straight fucking fence. There's like, like the wooden fences have the slats,
right,
like
right,
the opening.
Right.
Not this
like
motherfucker.
A picket fence, like a classic suburban picket fence.
This is fucking solid.
That's what I said. It's the Rio Grande. It's I can't climb over it.
At least the Rio Grande one has some slats in it.
Maybe.
Let the sunlight through. Fuck's sake. So we don't know what we did, but apparently we're the assholes.
Yeah. Are we the assholes? Whatever. I don't care. So we're pretty in between on this one, 50-50 on?
We're 50-50 because I'm saying asshole, you're saying not.
And the Reddit
the Reddit is pretty 50-50.
There you go.
There's a lot of talk about how this man spends too much time watching his neighbors.
For sure.
Which
absolutely. I have not disagreed with that at all.
100%. Also, unfortunately, you can't pull this one up. I think it still says the comments, but this guy got shadow banned apparently, and so the post got deleted.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you guys the Wayback Machine link because I'm not kidding. When we started this podcast, the link was active.
And then
we refreshed
and it was gone.
And it was gone. So we had to go to the Wayback Machine, which is only like an hour ago. This captures from earlier today. Yeah, literally an hour ago.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send you guys the Wayback link, so you're not gonna be able to see the comments on this one. But she's got it on her phone, and the comments are still showing up as well.
I think even if the post gets deleted, if the original post gets deleted on Reddit, I think you can still see all the comments.
Oh, okay.
Except for so we'll be missing the comments that.
I
made.
see.
So you could maybe link both, so you could see the comments. I don't know. Oh, somebody's like, oh, maybe he saw him on an outdoor camera. Fucking Bill doesn't have an outdoor camera. Go fuck yourself.
Nah. Bill's old school, man.
Bill's
he sits on his porch.
looking through the damn window.
Bill's a porch guy or like a deck guy.
I think he's looking through his windows.
Do you think he goes up to the house to look through the windows, or do you think he could just see the windows from his house?
I think both.
Ooh.
Because he went up there to snoop through to see what was in the box.
Yeah. You think he kept some stuff?
Yes.
You think he was like, ooh. Twix?
Ooh,
there was like
pasta?
some Twix.
I'll keep that.
I could use some pasta and some Twix.
This is a dry good. I could keep
Yeah,
this.
Right. Like he's like, oh yeah, it was all
flour?
perishables. But yeah, he put a few things in his
He threw
pantry.
the apples away.
Yeah. But he kept...
But not the Doritos.
No, he kept the Doritos. He kept the Cool Ranch Doritos for sure.
For sure.
Spicy nacho, maybe. Who knows?
Well, no, Bill knows.
Bill knows, for sure.
All right. Well, that was a good episode.
There you go. So we had one clear, I think everyone...
Yeah, I think that's very clear.
I'm curious what other people think about Bill. Or are we calling him Bill? We'll call him Bill.
Yeah.
I'm curious what other people think about Bill.
Yeah, write in. Let us know what you think about Bill. Since
write
we're
in.
50-50.
You want letters? You want write in?
Write in.
P.O. Box? You got a P.O. Box for these people to write in?
you can write a comment. Calm down.
I'm just saying.
Tell Rich on his Discord what a fuckboy he is.
They do all every day.
What you think about Bill.
They always do. They're always telling me. But this one's going to post on our Patreon, too. We'll post it up on the Patreon feed.
So I guess there's probably a way on Patreon. I don't know how
there is comments.
Works.
Yeah, there's comments on Patreon. There's comments on Patreon. But make sure you're subscribing to this show because not every... If you're listening to this right now and you're a Voice of Wrestling listener, flagship Patreon subscriber...
Voices of Wrestling Patreon... you're not getting every episode.
You're not getting every episode. So make sure you subscribe. You're not getting
the important episodes.
No, you're not getting the Tracy episodes. You're getting me. You're getting my episodes. But you want
to
make sure.
Not the other nurse. You're not getting the double nurse action.
So you're going to want to go. Oh, boy.
We just made an episode about dick pics. So
just saying. Double nurse action.
Double nurse action about dick pics.
Yeah. Subscribe for that. So
wait, put that under a paywall.
Yeah, put that. Yeah, maybe that one. Make some more money off that, guys. But yeah, Am I the Asshole podcast? We'll have the links to subscribe to it elsewhere because yeah, you're getting my episodes, but you want to get all the episodes because you're doing stuff without me. You're doing stuff without me, and they're very good and they're well worth your time. So,
all right. Well, thanks for coming by to my home where I live and you live. This was nice.
Are we going to the same bed now, or?
I'll think about it.
Okay, I can sleep on the couch too.
Yeah, probably. That would.
If you thought because I took Bill's side here, if you're gonna send me to the couch tonight because I took Bill's side, that's fair.
Because you're a fucking grocery snooper. Get out of my.
I'm not a grocery snooper. I wouldn't snoop someone's groceries.
You just admitted you would snoop. You said it sounds like something I would do. Oh, sorry. You think about doing it.
I think about doing it. I don't know if I would do it. I'm also I would think about doing it more if I was 20 years older. Like, right now in my life, I'm like, I'm too tired. But if I was, like, 55...
If you're retired, you're going over there?
I'm thinking, what's going on there?
Oh, my God.
Because then you got to know what's happening around the neighborhood.
You got to know the
I
house.
tangentially know what's happening around the neighborhood, but I know that because our neighbor tells me everything that's happening around the neighborhood. He's like, Tim over there left. And I'm like, I don't know who Tim is. He's like, yeah, he lives in the brown house. I'm like, never met Tim. Don't care about Tim.
He loves to tell you all
He's
the
like,
hot goss.
that guy, he got a new house, or he got a new car. And I'm like, all right, cool,
our neighbor does not watch Bravo. He just hot gosses the neighborhood.
Hot gosses the neighborhood. It's kind of exciting a lot of times.
There's some good shit.
There's some good stuff.
I've heard some good stories.
Yeah, some good stuff.
Also, we've gotten tamales from his wife. Homemade tamales, so that's pretty great.
Yeah, you just make it work a little bit. So yeah, you listen to these stories that are pretty good. You get some tamales.
It's a win-win.
Just like the raccoons eating the Instacart.
it's the nature.
Yeah,
nature in nature.
It's the circle of life. So it all comes together. But all right, that's it for us. What do you got? Sign up here. Are you watching Instagram? You're supposed to sign up on the podcast.